Hi, welcome to the Mystic Radar. This is a podcast that I've created to talk about certain topics, a lot of them spiritual topics, because we live in a world today where the matrix, you could call it the matrix. The matrix is just a veil of deception, basically, that is enveloped itself around the thinking of mankind. And it's really in mankind's ignorance that mankind has allowed himself to become very ignorant. I mean, the word Homo sapien means wise human. So we as humans should be making wise choices in life. The thing is that we don't really understand it all. A lot of us come to Earth and we think this is our only life. First of all, that's one error. You live many lives. Not to say you can go out there and go crazy, because you've got karma coming if you do. So in our world at the moment, and the radar picks up at the moment, so many crucial things happening. First we had COVID, well, we had 9/11. We've had lots of things in the past too, but we've had wars and things, but we've had 9/11 and this sudden emergence of strange things happening. And then we've got the COVID, which we've just had, and that's kind of wearing off. And now we've got this looming world war. And I guess what I wanted to say is that, you know, if these people in power, or if these people understood the whole meaning of life, I think they might play it out differently. Because what they don't understand is that they have karma coming for them, severe karma. You see, Earth is a school. It's a spiritual school. It's to teach you spiritual lessons, to teach you lessons so that you learn things to make you a greater person, certain aspects of yourself. And the thing is that you are given free choice before you come to this planet. And that's for a reason. The whole school is set up by the divine. Hell exists within the dimensions. Hell is in the first dimension. Purgatory is the second dimension. The third dimension is Earth, the physical realm. Here is the school. Here we incarnate, we come to Earth. We live our lives. And we do things during our lives because we have free will. And that free will is the test from the divine. The divine has given you free will to choose between being a good person and being a bad person. And it's all worked out. So if you live a life and you think you're greater than everybody else, and you happen to come to power and you power up your armies and you parade around and you really just install fear in other people, then you're on a low vibrational frequency. And so you're the lowest of the low, actually, in the school. You're failing miserably. You're getting the bad grades. Put it that way. If you are a high vibrational leader, you might want to help people. You don't like to see people suffering. Money is certainly not your language. It's more your people that are your language. Caring for your people and making sure that your people are fed and happy, and restoring the cultural roots of every nation. That's a true leader. But our world doesn't exist with true leaders anymore. It's all money orientated, and that is the problem. So if these people understood that Earth is a school, it's a school, and here we come and live lives, and we live quite a few lives until we get it right. Some of us will never get it right because we're not on the quest. We're not on the quest, you see. We just fill in the ignorance that the matrix creates, the matrix of lies. So in order to be a better person, you have to become a spiritual person. You have to start studying spirituality. Get some books, learn some things, travel to the East, speak to people. You can do it on your own too. Go in nature, take salt baths in the sea, pray, do your little prayers, your meditations. Ask God for help. Ask the divine for help. And that's another thing I want to discuss, is that God is not a man or a woman that sits up there on a throne with a big hammer judging everybody. No, everything is worked out. God is balance, perfect love, perfect light. And God doesn't judge you. You in fact live your lives. You're allowed to live your lives. And if you're not pulling your weight in your lives that you live, then you go to hell. Hell does exist. Hell is a dimension in the center of this planet, where it is hot and hostile and turbulent. But it doesn't look, it's in another dimension. So we cannot see it, even though it's hot down there and there's turbulent things happening. There's a whole other world down there, but in a different realm. Do you understand? So in this podcast, we'll be discussing lots of different things. So this is just a topic that I'm touching on tonight, because I could talk for hours just on this Earth School topic. But we'll talk again about karma, karmic debt. You know, if you do bad things and you're a person that is, God has given you the keys, the power to do great things, and you do nothing with it, and you just install harm and fear and tyranny and violence upon people, you're gonna accumulate karmic debt, and you're gonna have to pay that back over lives and lives and lives and lives. The great thing about Earth School though is that when you do become the Mahatma, when you do become a great soul, and you have kind of elevated, then you move on to the next dimensions, to the heavenly dimensions, where you live forever. You don't go through pain. You've passed the test, you understand? That's why it's so crucial for you all to realize what the meaning of life is in the first place. It's always to do good. Always to take others into consideration, and to have respect for other nations, other religions, other people of color, whatever. Other people's music selection, whatever it might be. Judge less. Let the divine do the judging. You do the forgiving. Let the energy of the divine work for you. So another thing I want to discuss as well is that I do art. It's a passion of mine. And I've put together a lovely website where I've put together a lot of my art onto apparel. If you guys are interested, check the little clip at the end of this video and feel free to take a browse. Once a month I'll be choosing a subscriber as a winner and sending them whatever they want from the site. So we can be discussing lots of different things. We can be discussing things that you want to talk about as well. You want to hear what I have to say about this, or what I have to say about that. Then obviously I will jump on board and tell you what I think of that particular thing. But the main thing is to realize that we're in a school here. This is a school, and it's like a nursery school compared to the rest of the dimensions. This is a school. And you watch the idiots in this world, you watch them play out, and you think, God, they're a bunch of clowns. Do they know that the divine is watching their every single move. Every single move they make, the divine is watching. But we'll get into that. We'll get into guardian angels and all that kind of stuff. Taking care of yourself spiritually, honoring your body. Be careful of incubus and succubus energies. There's a lot to talk about, really, because we are in an age of ignorance, really, where a lot of people really need to wake up. Really, they do. But yeah, it's been nice, and this is just a short, really. It's not a long video that I'm making now. The next one will be longer. That will be, I'll go into depth about Earth School, what Earth School is. Karmic debt, elevation to become a Mahatma, to or not become a Mahatma, to strive to be a better human being, yeah, a wiser human being, through your actions. So yeah, love and light. Remember to live long and travel light. Namaste. Bye-bye.